So, a quick introduction to the first of our little meadows we're going to showcase. This one's the size of 2 double mattresses, right next to a main road, in a front garden with a north facing aspect, although it does get the sun from behind in the afternoon, as you can see. It's about 4 years we've been keeping this little patch wild. Just to introduce you to a few of the wildflowers. It's a bit fusion, this, because there are some non-natives. Snowdrop, for example, is not a true native, but it's very beautiful. We've got some ornamental primrose, and this cranesbill is also a garden escape called Western cranesbill. There's no problem with having cultivars in with your wildflowers, so let's meet some of the wildflowers in here. So this is an emerging musk mallow, which is a wildflower. These are oxeye daisy. Just coming back, the little rosettes appearing after winter. By the way, people often ask me, should I tread on the meadow? Well, don't overdo it, but they don't mind being walked on. They're used to having deer, rabbits and other wildlife walking on them. This is knapweed, and behind it English bluebell, and a great big thistle that'll need to come out. This here is field scabious, coming back from last year. There's a better shot, that's field scabious. This is yarrow, our native achillea, which is really good for butterflies because they can land on the flat tops. What else can I see? Knapweed. 1, 2, 3 big clumps of knapweed coming back from last year. And this is lady's bedstraw, which is a beautiful scented wildflower that they used to use in medieval houses as a kind of potpourri when dry. So just in that tiny little space, what was that, half a dozen varieties of wildflower? And it's the end of February, so some will not be showing themselves for another 3 or 4 weeks yet. You think they've lost them and then up they pop. So that's all you need. It doesn't need to be a huge project. And that, later on in the year, we'll revisit it. We'll be full of bees and butterflies, despite the traffic, despite the main road, despite the concrete all round. Anybody can do this. And that's just been left as a rough thatch over winter. It was cut last year. We'll cover that, the cutting process, in later videos. You just leave it like a rough lawn over the winter and watch the wildflowers push their way through. Most of our wildflowers are used to growing in grass, so they're used to competing with it. So it's now early May, and here's the same mini meadow. Look at the transformation. So we can see a lot of the stuff we were talking about earlier. That's bedstraw. I think that's actually hedge bedstraw. There's a knapweed, oxeye daisies, which are flowering over the back. That's a mallow. That's a yarrow. So these are all oxeye daisies which have spread. That's a thistle which I'm going to have out, and there's more knapweed. There's oxeye daisy. That's a field scabious. So there's all sorts coming. There's a block of yarrow there. Coming along nicely. And this is ideally what a meadow should look like. Lots of grass with the flowers living harmoniously amongst.